Thank you very much, Paul. Indeed, we're here. NaVi versus Vega Squadron. I'm Eddie Pixel. I'll be joined by Cap and Blitz for this one. We've just...
is like very NaVi style.
No, I just think they have options.
Okay.
I think their options are a lot easier too. I think this is a pretty great game for Seneko. For example, you have two supports, both aren't very greedy, and I find that both should be getting pretty far behind.
Bang on bottom lane. I mean, first blood just like that for Vega.
Not a real good offensive hero. Can't punish Seneko getting caught out like that. All he can do is provide the turnaround.
It's still a bounty hunter taking up a lot of time.
Down bottom as well, making a jump onto General, digging the Firefly, 4 stacks onto Shoma the Slayer, and he will bring down the Venge and get himself out of there this time.
That was very well done by him. He understands that Venge can't really trade hits too much, so she has to rely on the all-in puck, and I think mid, no one's dead.
Dead again? Yeah.
There we have it, caught out when the orb's been already used.
About a dual lane scenario with the Beastmaster instead of having him jungle from the start, because Shadow Shaman is notoriously strong against solo offlaners, but against 2 heroes it becomes a different story.
Biddle thinking about this and they'll go for it again. No one getting caught without the orb, but DENDI finishes it off there with the burst. It's got to be the 3rd time that's happened.
Can try and fight, but it's going to be NaVi who strike first, and the initiation is everything at this point.
Let's see if now we can catch her out. Smoke will just spell into your eyes. Spots out Mag, the rest of them moving an immediate burst down. Actually dropping the Serpent Water. Can they cancel solo CP? They can't quite get.
Most likely, but as
they gotta get there fast.
Earlier, it's not the greatest kill in the world. Maybe with a long-range blink. Yeah, he's got him.
Yeah, they'll jump straight in. We'll see if there's going to be any reaction from NaVi. Any help for General? They'll prop the Raw as well, Vega, making sure that they get away with this kill.
Just coming up means they can easily take it. That's the one thing, is that NaVi are a little bit slowed down by the fact that they don't have very good heroes to push down towers, except for the Shadow Shaman. So ideally, when they're going to try and get into fights as much as possible, but they turn one of those fights into a Serpent Ward push.
And this amount of burst here onto the Beastmaster. And
just place down a bunch of wards. So you send General up there, and you notice during the time that Vega went for that 5-man smoke, what did NaVi get in return? They got an objective out of it. They went bottom, they got the tier 2.
Then around mid, onto Solo, finding out behind the Alpha. There we have no one jumping in with the Dream Coil. Aegis will be popped onto Chira with a burst down, no one on the puck. And NaVi even ready to go for more. Digirad jumps in onto Mag. Aphotic Shield will allow him to turn around, pop the brawl onto Digirad with the burst from Arsdale. The control gets the Shackles. The Swarm's there, but the Shackles persist. Bursting through onto Shoma the Slayer. NaVi find themselves another. There'll be a buyback from no one, looking to find something in return, but Arsdale blinks up to the high ground. FM follows suit and takes down the Shaman. Now eyes onto DENDI, but he can't go for that kill. They'll have to hold back. So we'll see if they want to make a move over into Vega's jungle. If they're going to feel confident enough to do that. They don't have the bat with them. I mean, but for this kind of last 5 minutes of the game, General's kind of been in his own little world. Well, mid lane though, jumping onto DENDI, and General now turning up with the bots. Because of their spaces out, he's got a lot of farm, and he has got the initiation onto Mag. The swap's there, but it doesn't matter. Mag's already gone down. FN starting to fight back though. Takes down Arsdale, now popping the BKB. FN just decides to TP, realizes he can't find anything more from this fight. Vega, they've just got to bail, try and keep the rest of them alive. There's a jump in onto Solo. This man already used the ultimate. He's got the Aphotic Shield, will be able to keep himself alive. The NaVi take the 2-for-1 trade nonetheless. Elsewhere in the team's composition, he's got so much that he needs to achieve and accomplish as this game does continue.
Yeah, you notice that Vega go for the smoke, and people might find this a little bit weird because they just got Roshan, but the majority of this is just all that thought.
Oh, they get the catch onto no one, and they will take down the puck of the sidelines. Now looking for more. Arsdale being focused by FN. Takes down one, now looking for more. The control General, that's so Mag drags him across Solo. Brought down, the coil will be dropped as buybacks coming out from 2 members of the side of Vega. NaVi as well getting Arsdale back into the frame with a buyback. FN cleans up a second. Double kill for the Slug. Solo looking towards Digirad. Shoma getting chopped down by DENDI Shakrap. FN finds General. They will kill the bat off as well. So buybacks being used by both sides. I believe 2 from Vega, 1 from NaVi.
Like, I thought that was a good play. And this time around, like, the double buybacks coming out from them, like, they know they're at such a disadvantage that, like, these team fights are their only way to claw their way back in, so they're willing to blow every bit of net worth they have to be able to win the fight, and they traded a gem over to their advantage.
He was thinking about a solo kill. In fact, he's going to have the back of a DENDI. He's flying through onto Shoma, but FN's there on the backlines. Kills off Shadow Shaman. FN maybe looking for more. Swap onto DENDI, but now Vega, realizing this is not the fight for them, trying to get out. Eyes onto Shoma the Slayers. NaVi chase down the Venge. Will finish him off. But again, FN adds another kill to his repertoire. It's pretty much just 1k gold away from the completed Skadi. And this slug does continue to get fatter and fatter, but at the same time, of course, across the board, Na'Vi looking to be the stronger team. And General, oh, that's a big catch. If they can finish off FN, bring it back to the rest of the team, but there's not the initial lockdown. They do still get the Shadow Dance off, but the stun holding in place for the time being. They've got to get FN out of here, and he realizes that himself, just pops the BKB, makes sure he gets himself back to safety.
A lot of progression. This could be the fight where you just kind of stamp it and say, this one's ours, go next. If they kill them, at least 2 heroes, then Roshan is guaranteed. And then I think at that point, Vega don't really have options.
Simultaneously, the odds are against them, but this could be the comeback.
Oh, Na'Vi with the wraparound. Let's see how this kicks off. Jumping straight away, Dream Cold. Silence on Super Teacher up. Pops the BKB. Crush onto Solar. FN working his way into Seneko. The wards have been dropped. Shoma's going to be the first to fall. DENDI on a monster kill. Mag tries to hold the back with a wall, but DENDI moves forward, cuts down another. But at the same time, FN, he's doing so much in this fight. Looking to chase down Ditchera. Can't quite finish off the Slaughter. Armor totally going to keep the man alive. FN looking for Ditchera
So
in
close
the
to each
tree
other.
line. Oh,
Nice.
no, gets the all on. Finds themselves a third. Vega, 3 for 3 at this point. FN is going to look to come back in over the tree line potentially. Still hiding now. Starts to tickle away at DENDI. DENDI with the double pieces, throwing them back. General popping him away with the flame break. They've got to be careful. This Slark is incredibly scary. At the same time, FN doesn't want to risk throwing this one away. No one coming back in. Playing around with DENDI. Shadow Dance will be back up in a bit, but FN
just not being able to do much there, but in these team fights, he's done an excellent job of countering the disables with the right aphotic shields.
If Vega can take a fight here, this is going to be absolutely huge for them. Na'Vi already half health on Roshan. It's falling incredibly quickly. General jumps in, get the lasso with a
Nice
swap.
counter.
FN puts the BKB and now Vega, they're going to look to jump in. But Ditchera already picks up the Aegis. FN, he's got to find a lock onto someone. Looks back towards General with a crush. They're holding FN in place for the time being. Mag taken down by the Dimity from DENDI. And Ditchera looking at FN, but the Dream Cop on the high ground. No one contending to them. FN jumps back in. Will pop the Aegis on Ditchera. They've lost 2 permanently on the side of RB. FN moving back and around. Magic missile from Shima onto Snake, and FN jumps back in. Looking for the bounty as he's going to find it. Another kill for the Slug. But Ditchera and DENDI hot on the chase. They need to do something about this Slug. Otherwise the Slug will surely be ready to do something about them. Still 30 seconds without the Shadow Dance. FN needs to be careful. He will get himself out thanks to no one coming in on the backside and just using the Yules to control DENDI and hold the Na'Vi back from chasing him. So again, Na'Vi do get the Aegis, but Vega, they find the favorable team fight. So it's an even trade, but the gold is still going back the way of Vega, and still FN Slug. He is playing out of his mind this game.
Even against the Abaddon.
Well, it's after the Abaddon dies.
Yeah.
It's not the problem of the actual team fight, it's when you continue the team fight and you have 2 cores on 2 cores, you would prefer to have a Slark as one of those 2 cores.
Right.
Teasing with the mid lane, Ditchera gonna come in with a jump. Solar pops the ultimate, they're looking for the turnaround. Magic missile controlling Ditchera the roll, coming out from Mag. At the same time, DENDI moving in straight away, looking to burst down the beast mode. But FN, he's already killed Ditchera, jumps onto Seneko, they'll find themselves a second, and FN still alive on the backlash. Look at him eating into Arsenal. This Slug is going crazy. Triple kill for FN, finally gets lasso, but can they kill this man? Na'Vi, they've already lost 3. FN still looking incredibly healthy at this point. DENDI trying to do his best. He's killed off the 2 supports, but it's that issue where they just don't have the lockdown that you're talking about. DENDI looking for no one. He'll use himself up. We need to see FN come back in for Vega. He's looking from the sidelines, maybe thinking about trying to help out this pup. No one. And he get himself out of this. Oh, he blinked. He has the orb. No one playing around it. General will chase him down. Oh, again. Phase shift. No one. Creating a lot of space. Can't get out of that, though. And DENDI will finally catch the puck.
Eventually, the Blink Dagger and Yule Scepter cooldowns were going to catch up to him. He couldn't dodge forever.
But they have he has 1 defensive item on the puck with the Yule Scepter, and they still takes forever to kill him.
Good luck. Another kill for this Slug. I mean, FN, if they can catch him though. But the question is, it's a big if. I mean, FN, if he gets too greedy, NaVi, they might be able to punish him, but FN, he can just afford to do this. Ditchera pops the BKB, but FN pops him. DENDI and General there, but they just can't control the Slug. He's out again. 2 more kills to his tally, 13-0-6. NaVi just don't have an answer for FN running around and jumping at them.
Yeah, they desperately need the Hex. You notice that DENDI I really think this should have been his third or fourth item.
FN jumps in, Dream Call onto Arkstar and Seneko. Arkstar will get the wards out, the Shackle as well. Then BKB comes out from FN and he's ready to just continue fighting Dendy for the Shackle from the sideline to make me pop. General gets the last up and General's dead. Shoma will fall in return. It's a 2-for-1 favouring Vega at the moment, and FN still looking incredibly healthy. Starts to chip away at Dichara. Seneko laying down the tracks of Dendy. Drill trying his best here. FN starting to steal the essences away. Solo and no one playing around it. FN has been hexed up, but they just don't have the damage to kill him. FN looking to move in onto Dichara. Shadow Dance comes out. They'll take down the Slardar. FN continuing to just dismantle NaVi. They will finally lose Solo. FN eyes towards Seneko. Jumps forward. Hasn't got the vision though, so Seneko will be able to get himself out. FN disengages. But another fight where they just can't kill this Slark, and
we're able to punish them for and push objectives.
Roche is going to be back up now. Vega did just
God,
smoke up.
so bad.
The jumping in onto Seneko. FN looking to take down the first, going to find it. BKB's being part of the Abyssal, drops onto Dichara. Arsenal with the check for the high ground onto Solo. They're talking to too much, and FN rip through Dichara. It's going to be a second kill for the Slug. There's a buyback straight away from Seneko, but Vega moving into the pit. They're going to look to take Roche themselves. They're going to get it at Slug. Oh, in fact, NaVi did end up killing Roche down with the wards, but it doesn't matter because FN gets the Aegis on his Slug.
It just seems a lot more likely that Dendy's going to be the one to die first.
They can just ignore it. The problem is you can ignore Dendy if you're Vega. Like, you can lose all your supports, doesn't matter.
Shoot, FN jumping in onto Dendy. Seneko, he's going to get the buyback. FN trying to take down Seneko. They'll find the bounty hunter down for 80 seconds. Shoma Mag being controlled. Dendy moving in with a chakra burst down too. Looks towards Solo, but he's got the ult at the same time. FN's killed off a second on the back lines. No one hexed up. They'll find themselves a third NaVi. They'll look to Solo. They will kill 4 heroes this time. Solo's going to make the work for it, but they'll find it nonetheless. Ultra kill for Dendy on his Timbersaw. But FN, the kill that counts, will escape. But
if you had lower Bloodstone charges, you'd just be like, alright, I'll drop the Bloodstone.
Vega, actually going to walk up into the jungle here.
Dendy's first
start off, looking towards Dendy. I'm not going to follow through on the orb. Now jumping in, FN, he's turned up. He'll start to chomp away at the Timbersaw. Andy, Timber chains out, turns around with the Chakrams. Can Vega continue to chase this? The rest of NaVi scattered around at the moment. Dreamcore's going to be dropped. They really want to try and find this Timbersaw kill. FN starting to chip away. General comes in with the last of the swaps there. Shoma saving his teammate. No one pops the refresh of the Dreamcore again, but already the burst from Dendy takes out 2. Now they look to FN. They need the control, but FN gets the Shadow Dance out. He'll be able to get himself down to the south. Only the 2 dead on Vega at the moment, looking to try and control no one on his puck. Yours is up. Can he get himself out of it? The rest of Vega have bailed. They'll find the Shackle. Arsenal's got the control, and NaVi find themselves a third.
FN, he recognized that fight. He was like, fight's over. Gotta push mid, gotta push bottom, gotta stop NaVi from being able to push out.
The game is so confusing. I feel like going for the Timber is the worst possible target.
Yeah.
Just because you're giving him free armor. Dendy's not going to die in a game like this.
Arsenal, he's definitely going to die. FN takes it down. Pops the BKB, realizing that he just can't allow himself to be controlled. In fact, just goes to General. Chomp. The Hex. Lasso is there. They need more control. Have they got it into the Chakram? FN falling low, hexed up again. But the Shadow
Can he die?
The cross kills it.
Oh, they got it.
They've killed the Slug. Dendy, a huge influx of gold. They've finally taken down the raid boss 53 minutes in.
These carries. I mean, the team, obviously, they represent like 40% of the team fight, but it's the carries that bear the burden of this game now.
Yeah. You notice that everybody from the rest of the side of Vega aren't that strong.
Dendy, here comes the wall, tell him immediately jumping into the double. Can he keep himself alive? Arnstall, he will live for the timing. FN finishes off the Shaman though. He did already get the walls down. Mag with the Ronzi General controlling him on the back lines. FN, but the Shadow Dance loads himself down onto him as well. In back to no one falling over. He's swapped out. Shoma saves the puck. Solo, he'll get taken down as well. FN, whilst the refresher, Shadow Dance has to get himself out. Buyback from the Abaddon. The Venge as well. They can need everything that they can to hold on to this fight. Dichara and Dendy moving in onto the Vengeful Spirit. Can they kill him for a second time? He's falling low. The Chakram, they'll do it. Shoma down for opponent, 80 seconds. FN, we can see we can get a lot back onto, but it's General getting the lock, jumps in. Lasso wants to know what they've got the control. They'll bring down the puck. Buying back immediately. FN jumps in, starts to work their way onto Dendy. Dendy team changes away. No one looking to control NaVi, but again, the Roar onto General. Solo moving in. FN jumps forward. A missile blade jumps on the back. FN finds himself the back kill. BKB pop turns towards Dichara, punching away, stealing a
down for 2 minutes.
Dichara falling down, loses the Aegis. FN's been hexed up, but they got the follow control. control. FN moving back, Phonic Shield protecting him as well, but Vega fighting without 2. They're going to be fighting without 3 now. Solos to fall as well. Vega only 2 left alive. The hostile giving Mag a little bit of a tickle into the fountain there, but NaVi may have just done it here. FN's trying his best, jumps in onto Hostile. Hostile gets forced back. They're going to save him the control. The dagger falls.
They got him.
FN is down. GG. NaVi have done it. What a way to start this series. Oh my goodness, boys.
Unbelievable. Truly unbelievable. I mean, both these teams, their backs are against the wall. Like, Vegas watching for so long. We're left in this scenario where it's like, oh god, NaVi have such a big advantage. FN, don't die. Don't ever give up. Just play perfectly to last long enough that you can try and carry this game. But